Yes, guys. How's everybody doing? Back to preview the Arsenal Spurs match on Sunday afternoon. Hope all you guys are doing well. Please smash the like button, subscribe if you're new here. Much appreciated. Now, Spurs, they must make Arsenal feel uncomfortable on Sunday. We've got to press, we've got to fight, and we've got to go for it. It's Derby Day, one of the biggest games of the season. And yes, I know many fans do not have a lot of hope with this fixture, and I get it. I totally get it because we haven't won there since 2018. Prior to that, one win there under Harry Redknapp, and it is going to be a very tough game. But does that not mean we can't get anything there? Not at all. It's a derby match. Form goes out the window, and it's on the day. What team wants it more? What players want to show that fight for the badge? And for me, that's what I want to see on Sunday. Now, guys, please leave us your predictions. Leave us your who do you want to play? What sort of formation? How do you think Frank should approach this game? Leave them and drop them in the comments. Thank you very much. Now, I think Spurs should be setting up with three at the back. I would be going Danso, Romero, Van der Ven with Udogi left wing back and Porro right wing back. I'd be happy if Spence played there as well. I don't mind. Maybe they can switch throughout the game just to kind of freshen up the legs. That midfield, I'll be going would be Bentancur and Paulinho in there. And then I would have a front three of Wilson, Xavi, and then Kudos leading the line. And I want to see those three kind of interchange throughout the match and create Arsenal problems. Look, we've got to press Arsenal. We've got to make them feel uncomfortable on the ball. We've got to target Zubamende. All the play goes through him. And Arsenal, they like to build slowly through the game. They like to control the tempo of the match. And we just can't give them time to play that. We've got to push. We've got to press. We've got to use the overloads on the wide areas, using the wing backs, linking in with the likes of Wilson, Xavi to overload Arsenal in the fullback position. And then rather than putting crosses into the box, we need to start looking for like cutbacks when runners coming in, either that's Kudos, if that's a midfielder, Bentancur if he plays, if Sar's not fit. To, run in and score and try and really kind of make Arsenal as uncomfortable as possible. Press, obviously, in defending, we need to kind of go back to that back five. And we've got to press in moments. It can't be relentless throughout the game, but we've got to be brave. And I think those three of Wilson, Kudos, and Xavi got enough in there to create Arsenal some problems and really test them. And having that kind of extra centre back there at the back will help defend the set pieces, the corners, because that's Arsenal's biggest strength, right, is from the set piece. So, and also again, with that kind of formation, one of the centre-backs can kind of move into midfield to bolster that midfield when we're under pressure, help bring the ball out from the back. And I just think that's the best way forward on Sunday. Arsenal, they don't create loads of chances, but their biggest threat is the set pieces. That's their biggest danger. And if you have a little look at the kind of the players' average player positions from their recent home games, if you can see there, they do play a highish line. There's a lot of space in that kind of fullback area for Spurs to hurt them. If we can get those wing backs pushed high throughout the game, linking in with those three attackers, and just we've got to try and do all we can to score and create. It's no point approaching this game just sitting back defending the whole match. Eventually Arsenal will break through, will probably be a set piece. We've got to be brave. We've got to go for it. What have we got to lose? Like, we're not favourites for this tie. Arsenal are clear favourites. Arsenal, they're supposed to be going for the league. The pressure is on them. They've got to take the game to us. And why not just go for it? I think we've got nothing to lose. Draw's no good. We've got to try and win the game. I'll take a draw, of course. But why not just try and win the game? And they don't like it, Arsenal, if you get amongst them. We see Sunderland do it, and Spurs got to kind of take that approach. Does that mean we're going to win? No, it doesn't. Arsenal are a better team right now. They're in better form. Their manager's been there longer. They spend a hell of a lot of money. and they should be winning this game. But it's a derby, and I think if Frank can be a bit clever with how he tactically sets up the side, like we saw against Manchester City when we went there, we defended well, but also we pressed in moments and we caught City off guard and we walked away with the 3 points. Can we do that? Yes. Can Frank set something up like this? I think he can. Um, I hope he does, and also on the day as well, the players and their kind of commitment, their attitude, the drive, the fight. They've all got to have a fantastic game if we're going to pull out any kind of result at their ground. Guys, what do you think? What do you think of that approach? Have you got any other ideas how we can face this Arsenal side? Or you are just accepting that it's going to be a long day, and it could be. Arsenal are better than us. We've got to admit it. But what I want to see on Sunday is Spurs do all they can to try and get something from that game, not just sit back and take a beating. We've got to show that desire, that fight, as I keep saying. And then, hopefully some of our attacking players can do something against Arsenal using those wing backs. Look, we're going to have to see more from some players that we don't usually see. But, it's a derby game and the pressure's on Arsenal. We've got to quiet down their fans, try and score. And we're also good at set pieces as well and try and take advantage of that. Arsenal, obviously, a lot have been made out in the last week that they're going to be out without Gabriel, their centre-back. They've got plenty of cover to come in there. They've got quite a few players returning as well from injury. So, they talk about injuries. We've got a lot of injuries as well. It's not an excuse from them not to win this game. But from Spurs' point of view, this is an opportunity to really make up for that a disgraceful display against Chelsea a few weeks ago and show that, Spurs on their day, there can be a tough match for anyone. And I think Frank can do something with this side, but it's got to be clever. It's got to be different. We've got to kind of catch Arsenal off guard. A little bit like when in Ange's first season, isn't it? When he went to the Emirates and grabbed a 2-2. Got to be like this. Got to be a little bit brave. It might not work. We might still lose the game, but I'd rather lose the game trying than just sitting back the whole match, trying to soak up the pressure and play on the counter. It won't be enough. Arsenal will eventually find a way to score. So that's what I'll be looking at on Sunday. As I said, Frank coming up with some kind of plan. He can do it. Will he do it? We'll have to wait and see on Sunday. Got to see definitely a doggy on the left. I don't want to see Spence on that side. The doggy's got to play. And we've got to try and play to our team's strengths and get amongst Arsenal and and just don't let them sit and just dictate the whole game. We've got to try and attack them. Kudos important with that ball carrying, through the team to bring it up the pitch. He needs a big performance. And as I said, we've got to keep someone on Zubimendi and just don't give him the time and the play. Guys, drop us your thoughts, leave us your comments. I know it's going to be a really difficult game. I know Arsenal are clear favourites, but it's about Spurs and what we can do on Sunday. And if we can step up and get a good result. And we've got to, man. What we've got to lose, just go for it. Fight, attack Arsenal. If we lose, trying it that way, we lose. We'll probably lose anyway if we went more defensive. So I'd rather see Spurs just go for it. Might need a little bit of luck, something go for us. But hey, let's hope so on Sunday that that we're not unhappy, because it's tough, isn't it? If you lose to Arsenal, their smugness, getting it excited, going to win the league and all this. We've got to try and stop that somehow. Do anything we can, play dirty, foul. We've got to do all we can to stop Arsenal winning that match. And if I can see that on Sunday that we've given it our all, you've got players coming off the bench who can maybe make a difference with Johnson, with tired legs, with a pace. He scored a goal in a week for Wales. You've got Tell who can come on as well. So there are some options. Solanke's definitely out of the game. Bergvall might be back. I mean, it hasn't been confirmed yet. If Kudos is back, but I hope he is. And Sarr as well. We're waiting for confirmation if he's going to be fit or not. And we'll find out on Friday in the press conference. Anyway, guys, please leave your comments. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new here. And as always, come on, you Spurs.